Hello and welcome to a vlog from Australia's capital city.
We are in Canberra.
I'm not sure anybody has ever whooped about being in Canberra.
Well, it looks nice so far.
So we are spending the next 24 hours in what is actually Australia's capital city. I feel as though this is one of those countries, and I actually can't think of too many others off the top of my head, where people think its capital city is actually somewhere else. So for example, I would say if you ask people quickly that maybe haven't been or haven't ever really given it any thought, Sydney stands out as what should be the capital of this country, but it isn't. Canberra is the capital, and it is also one of the least spoken about cities across this whole country. I could actually name probably 5 cities across this country that are bigger in terms of places that people visit and people know. Canberra is not on that list. However, if you've been following along for a little while, you'll know that my boyfriend and I have actually been living in Australia across the last 10 months, and we are sort of coming to the end of our time here, and I did not want to leave without visiting A, its capital city, but B, this state, because we will have visited all other states and territories across Australia by the time that we leave. And if we didn't visit Canberra, we would have missed Australian Capital Territory, and that would have annoyed me. So I'm going to bring you along on our 24-hour exploration of this city. I haven't heard the best reviews, so I'm here to hopefully debunk that a little bit, show you the best bits, show you the restaurants, the scenery, mainly probably some government buildings. It is predominantly just a government place. Anyway, we're gonna go and have an explore. We've actually just arrived. It is like 5 p.m. We're gonna have a little wander around. We're gonna go for some dinner. We're gonna go for drinks. Just kind of get a vibe for the place. But so far, how would you describe it? I mean, I already asked you actually. Opinion on Canberra so far?
Quiet.
It's very peaceful. Very quiet airport. Probably the quietest airport I've ever been in the world.
It's very clean.
Super clean.
Quiet.
So bloody quiet. I don't think we've actually really seen another person yet. Yeah, everything also looks super modern. Here we go. More energy. More energy. Tom was just having a little power nap while I got changed. No, we need more energy. Okay, well, the sun is directly behind me, so I'm not sure you can see this at all. Hold on. Okay, so I thought I'd just quickly show you my outfit. I've got on jeans and this top, which is from Urban Outfitters, because I think we're gonna have a little date night, so I kind of picked like date night vibes, because I've been looking up a few restaurants, guys. Before I visit any city, I love to research restaurants, and I found a few. Currently we're between either an Italian or a Thai restaurant, but I'll be honest, we're always between an Italian or a Thai restaurant, or Mexican. But I'll see.
Mexican's a great show.
I know, I could do Mexican. We'll see where we end up. Who knows? Are you team Mexican food right now?
No, do you know, because they have a special menu, the food they do here
at the hotel,
and they have my favourite dish ever, which is a slow braised lamb ragu with pappardelle.
Wow, you sound so fancy.
So,
when you say your favourite dish ever, this is a dish you discovered you liked this year.
Yeah. In Australia.
Yeah.
It's just lamb ragu, but it's nice. It's really nice, and they have it here, and I haven't seen it anywhere for ages. So now I'm kind of like team Italian.
So we are walking down to Kingston Foreshore, which is, according to Google, one of the more popular areas to go out to eat. So we're walking through like a massive park at the moment, and it is really beautiful. Like, you know, I mean, look at this. Australia does just have such beautiful nature, like such beautiful trees and stuff, which I know is a really weird thing to say, but it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Still yet to pass much sign of life though, guys. Like, there's a few people, like it's the prime time to be walking home from work, so we have passed a few people, but like there's not very much going on yet. Okay, so this is Kingston Foreshore, and there definitely is a little bit more life going on around here. We've got some gorgeous scenery all down here. There's like restaurants and bars kind of like along this canal kind of thing. There's apartments on this side and then restaurants and bars. To be honest, for a Wednesday evening, some of them are fairly lively. This one especially has tons of people sitting outside. Okay, a couple of tables sitting outside. It's like warm enough to be outside, but it's not like hot. It's warmer than Melbourne, I would say, but it's definitely not like, you know, super warm. But it is really beautiful. The landscape is different to how I imagined it as well. Like, there's a lot of mountains. So I'm gonna film Tom because the background is a lot nicer, but we have come to a restaurant called Molto, which I've just realised when saying it out loud is the first letters of our name, M-O-L-T-O. And it's an Italian restaurant on the river, and it's quite busy. It literally just got busy as we walked in, so we timed this really well because we didn't have a bucket. But we've both ordered pastas and a little garlic bread, some little wines. Tom's got, I'm not actually even sure really what it is. It's Moscato, but I don't know why they've given you it in that glass. Anyway, it's a nice vibe in here. We found the most people that we've seen in Canberra so far, so that's good. Guys, we ordered garlic bread. This is crazy. Why is it so puffy? Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna insert an overlay of how they just served me this meal because, oh my god, incredible. Incredible.
Oh, different. You could have had double that portion.
Yeah, oh my god, I absolutely could have. I mean, we could order the chips.
I was gonna ask us to just leave the cheese.
We could, yeah, oh, I would have bloody loved to just dig into that cheese wheel with a spoon. If you want to order chips, we can order chips. Okay, but talk about literally clearing my plate. That was so good, guys. I'm sorry, but the food in this restaurant is ridiculous. Look at Tom's dessert. So what was it you ordered?
Affogato.
The affogato, which usually is ice cream and coffee, but this is ice cream, coffee and amaretto. No, it's for the ice cream. Looks so good. I mean, mine also looks pretty insane. I went for the chocolate tart. This is candy floss on the top, or fairy floss as they call it in Australia. Before I get comments saying why does your dessert have hair, like the last time I ordered something with fairy floss on it, but it looks so good. So we have found a little speak-easy style bar, and the only reason this drew our attention is because the bar is called Molly, like that is just the name of the bar.
Top 10 things to do in the evening in Canberra, because we was like, what do we do after a meeting? It came up like number 3.
Yeah. So obviously drew my attention because it's my name, but then we couldn't find it. And I'm gonna insert a video here of what the outside of this bar looks like, because we were like walking up and down this back alley, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. I was like, where is this bar? And I was just absolutely convinced it closed down, because like a lot of the time on Google, if things closed during the pandemic, they're sometimes still on Google Maps. So I was like, oh, it must not be here anymore. No, this is what the outside looks like. So it's super hidden, but so far it's a really cool vibe. It's like super hidden, super dark, and I think a jazz band are maybe about to start. As in like literally right now about to start, I think. I think he's about to toot his saxophone. What have you been saying the whole time?
Can you insert the clip? Yeah. So like a weirdo.
Yeah.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
I don't even know if they can hear you. But if you didn't gather, we're listening to jazz music.
You like jazz?
We have just left, but this is the exit to that venue we were just in. Do you understand now what I mean? Like, what is actually going on? This is like a loading area. It's not like, actually you can hear the band from here. They were really good. Good morning. We are ready to explore the capital city for what it's more famous for. Not hidden bars, not secret jazz locations, but the Capitol building, the museums, and everything that would come up if you were to Google Canberra. So we're gonna head out on our little Canberra adventure. Kind of just left my hair from last night. I added a few curls, but it's looking a bit everywhere. But this is my outfit. It's actually gonna be 25 degrees today. Could have probably wore shorts, but only brought my jeans with me. So we're gonna go explore, get some breakfast. We are gonna in fact start off with food. We have come to a cafe called the Cupping Room, and the food and the drinks options in here are very, very fancy. They have some really cool coffee options. The whole thing is like coffee with a twist, so I'll show you mine when it gets here. So I've been working on my latte art at work because we've just got a coffee machine in the bar that I work in, and let me tell you, they don't look like this. Look at how good the French toast looks. I don't usually go for sweet breakfast, guys, but I was just really craving something like this, as if I didn't literally have dessert last night. Tom went for eggs benedict, classic, but it does look really, really good. I'm so excited to eat this. We are at Lake Burly Griffin Park, which is one of the most recommended things. Did not realise it was this big, 28 kilometres. I did just film a clip on my phone saying I don't think we'll be completing that, and no, I don't think we will be, but we're gonna do a little walk around it en route to the National Museum of Australia. But this is what it looks like. It's actually really beautiful, and it's also so quiet. Like I said last night, there's just not very many people around. So we googled the population, and there's actually 400,000 people live in Canberra, and I don't know where those people are, because like where I'm from in the UK, I'm from near Hull, so if we take Hull as my nearest city, that has like 250,000 people living in the city. Admittedly it's like a smaller concentrated area, but it's always busy. I'm like, this is, you know, 150,000 more people live here. We've not seen a single one of them. I'm like, but where? Where are you living? Admittedly, probably not in the city centre itself, because this really is just government buildings and parks and lakes. Anyway, we're en route to the National Museum of Australia. Tom is mapping. Here we are. We have made it to the National Museum of Australia, where our stories come alive.
Sick of that phrase.
I'm sick of this phrase, guys. If you ever visit Melbourne, this is a saying you'll definitely hear at least once. Oh, did you know it has 4 seasons in a day? It's everywhere. I feel like that's not painting it in the right light. Like when we've been in Melbourne, generally it's been blue skies most of the time. I really like these stairs. Oh my god, I don't know if on camera you can even see that. All the glass is red and it looks really, really cool. Does this look red? I hope it does. The screen's kind of trying to balance the light out. More than 85% of Australians live within 50 kilometers of the ocean. That is such a crazy stat. Like, when you consider the size of this country, how much space there is in the middle of this country, that statistic is just wild to me. He's a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action. This is so interesting to me. This map gives you an idea of just how many different languages and communities make up Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australia. Look at how many there are. This is how many different countries existed within Australia before it was colonised. That is just madness. I love how they've done this as well. That is like a really, really beautiful image. Tom's left me because I've got these sunglasses on and it's giving him the ick apparently. They're a fashion accessory, not a pair of functioning sunglasses, but it's so bright that I'm like, whoa. You know what's crazy to me, guys? Like, I did the First World War and the Second World War as history all throughout high school, at GCSE and again at A-level, and I don't think I learned about Australia's involvement in either war at all. Not was Australia mentioned literally ever, and I think that that's crazy because they were literally drawn into the war as, like, you know, an ally of the UK, an ally of Britain. There we go, we're learning a little section about the bouncing bombs, and fun fact, they actually came from RAF Scampton, which is right near where we have lived and grown up, like literally like around about here. Okay, so currently the War Memorial is under a lot of renovation, so if you're planning a trip here in the imminent future, bear that in mind, but I'm sure they'll be done pretty soon because they tend to not really mess about in this country, like everything's done quite quick. But anyway, this is the War Memorial behind us here, and predominantly we were reading there about the First and the Second World War, but they do have nods to the Vietnam War, the Korean War, the Boer War, other wars as well. Anyway, now we're gonna head to the Floriade Festival, or the Floriade. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. Basically, currently in Canberra there's a huge flower festival on, which marks the beginning of spring here in Australia, and it's only on for like 3 weeks, and it's only held in Canberra, and this was a happy accident. Like, this was total chance. We actually didn't know that we had timed this trip with this festival being on, so we're gonna go and check it out. Here is a little bit of advice. Never underestimate the power of chatting with the locals in Uber drivers, because you're basically getting a free guided tour. That man just told us so much info about everywhere that we drove past. Now obviously you do get some odd Uber experiences, but for the most part they're really knowledgeable. Like, they drive around this city for a living. That guy was so lovely, telling us loads of information about Canberra, how it became the capital, why it's the capital. But anyway, now we are here. I don't think you can really read that, it's so bright, but it says Australia's biggest celebration of spring. Okay, this is gonna be stunning, and I do love flowers. However, the only comparison I can make so far, and this is actually so sad, it's reminded me of the Epcot Flower and Gardens Festival at Disney World, just because of like how gorgeous and how well displayed all the flowers are. But you know, wow. If you're into plants, this would definitely be one not to miss, and also probably the perfect time to visit Canberra, because this is like huge.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me love.
Kangaroos are taking a little drink.
Show me love, show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up.
Oh my god, it's a manta ray. I saw a manta ray, did I mention that? And turtles. And wait, is that? No, that's not a whale shark.
There's no whale shark.
There's no whale shark. No, there is. No, that's a narwhal. Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
It's a little VW. This looks so cool. I love how they've painted it. Do not climb or play. Don't even think about it.
I'm very old. Please be gentle.
Me too. So we have arrived at Parliament House, which is the official government building of the Australian government, which is kind of why Canberra is famous at all, because it is literally, it is pretty much just used as like government headquarters. So obviously we have to come and check it out. Don't know where it is though, not gonna lie. So then you come out and here we are. This is kind of the famous view. If you've ever Googled this city, or if you Google it now, likely that this is what will come up. This is the new Parliament House, and down there that white building is the old Parliament House, and then the building in the far distance behind that is the War Memorial that we are just visiting, and then behind that is the mountain that's name I've forgotten right now. Pretty iconic. Welcome to the Aussie government. Here we go. Oh no video recording. Okay, goodbye. We are on the roof of New Parliament House. We got the lift up here, and this is basically the very top, and here is the Australian flag. Here we have it, guys, the iconic view from the top of Mount, what is it called, Tom? Ainslie? Ainslie. This is the viewpoint at Mount Ainslie, and you can see everything, the whole city, the river, the mountains behind. You can even see the Ferris wheel. Oh, it actually looks really beautiful from up here. I actually think this is a really, really, really underrated location, guys.
Greenery.
So much green space, it's gorgeous.
Show me life, show me love. This is all we got. Show me life, show me love.
So we actually got an Uber up to this viewpoint just because obviously we haven't had very long here. We are kind of on a time schedule, but they do have public transport that you can get around in Canberra. However, we found Uber to be really cheap here. Like, this is probably the cheapest city in Australia for Uber so far that I have seen. So we've not actually spent loads, and it sped the whole process up. So we have about an hour until we need to leave for our flight. So we thought we'll grab some quick food in the form of a GYG, which is our favourite Australian takeaway, as you guys are probably well aware. So typically we've ended up with a tiny bit extra time than I thought we might do. So we thought we'd just come and have a little walk through the Canberra Centre, which is where we are right now. This is like their main shopping centre, I would say. Should we go upstairs or should we carry on going forward? But yeah, basically, all things considered, this is at the main shopping centre. It is like 5 PM on a weeknight, so everybody's leaving work. It's still not that busy. Like, don't get me wrong, we've definitely seen more people since yesterday. Like, when we first got here, I was like, I just haven't seen a single person. This is busier, but I'm still sort of like, it's not that busy. I've not been into a Zara in probably about 6 months. I've not probably been shopping in the longest time. Mainly because if I go shopping I buy stuff and I can't fit anything in my bag. But I love this. It's like a Gossip Girl reference. I'm not even sure if it's meant to be, but it is. I love it. And it would look so nice with like this. But I can't really style outfits right now, which is why I'm trying to avoid clothes, because it makes me sad, because I do miss like actual fashion and not just the same backpacker clothes that I've had for a year. Like, these are really cool. This is so nice. I'm sick of me. I'm also slowly sort of looking for something nice to wear on my birthday, because like we are going out and it is my birthday soon, so
About this, you could be one of those like statues that move.
I could stand on Oxford Street and then trick people. Yeah, I could do that.
You don't even need the pen.
No. You look like you're having a crisis.
Do I?
You just look really sad.
Been sat here for 1 minute.
We are back at the airport. We're a tiny bit delayed. Not like super delayed, but literally every flight flying out of this airport isn't running on time. In the scheme of things, it's not too bad because I was just gonna go at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna end this when we get back to Melbourne, but we basically headed straight from the last clip that you saw to the airport. We've been here ever since. Admittedly, we probably could have spent like another hour in the city because we have been sitting here for quite a while, but obviously we weren't ready to know like how long anything was gonna take. So yeah, we're about to fly back. It's a 50-minute flight, so it's not bad. And I will speak to you when we're in Melbourne.